Hello all, my name is Doipan Datta and welcome to my YouTube channel Maths and Stats Forum. Today I am going to discuss about goodness of fit using chi-square testing. I have discussed this topic previously. If you haven't gone through the video, I will request you all to please go through it. I have already discussed some examples. These are just basic things of goodness of fit. In this part, I will discuss some advanced level problems of goodness of fit test using chi-square testing. Coming to the problem, here as we can see, I have written down a problem. It says that Acme Toy Company prints baseball cards. The company claims that 30% of the cards are rookies, 60% are veterans, but not all stars, and 10% are veterans and all stars. Now suppose a random sample of 100 cards are drawn, and among these 100 cards 50 are rookies, 45 are veterans and 5 all-stars. We are asked that is this consistent with Acme's claim? That means what the sample is showing, that is this among these 100 cards 50 rookies, 45 veterans and 5 all-stars. Is this consistent with the distribution, that is 30% cards are rookies, 60% veterans but not all stars and 10% veterans. We are given we have to use a 0.5% level of significance. Now coming to the null hypothesis, it is said that the proportion of the rookies and veterans and all stars are 30%, 60% and 10% respectively, and the alternative hypothesis is at least one of the proportion in the null hypothesis is false. Now since it is the total number of sample is 100, so the observed value, that is these are the observed values which we have got by taking 100 samples, 50 rookies, 45 veterans and 5 all stars, and 30% of 100 is 30, that is 30 all cards are rookies, 60% veterans, 60, and here 10% all veterans, all stars, 10% veterans and all stars, this is 10. Now these are the observed values, these are the expected values, and this column, this whole column, these are the observed values. In the previous section also I have showed you the formula that how we get the values of this column, this selected column. I am again showing you this. Here observe here, it is C19. What is C19? This one. Then this cell, this is C19 minus D19 whole square, that is observed value minus expected value raised to the power 2 divided by the D19, that is the expected value. The same this has been the same goes for all these three columns, and we have received these values for each of the rows. For these two rows we have received this value, for these two rows we have received this value, and for these two rows we have received this value, and summing them up we have received this 19.58333 and the whole those thing. Now if we go to the critical value of the chi-square table, we will see that for 0.5% level of significance, the critical value is, here I have written it, is 0.103. And what is the calculated value? This value is the calculated value. So we have to reject the null hypothesis and accept the alternative hypothesis. Now coming to the second problem, it is a little bit advanced problem. This problem is a little bit advanced. It is just a trick is there. I will show you what is the thing. You will get to understand. The problem is said that when the first proof of 392 pages of a book of 1200 were read, the distribution of printing mistakes were found to be as follows. These are the distribution. The Now this is the number of mistakes in the page, in a page. This is 0 mistakes. So that means there is no mistake. There is at least one mistake. This 2 mistakes, 3 mistakes, 4, 5, 6. Okay, these are the number of the mistakes, and these are the number of pages. This is the frequency. This row shows the number of pages. Here, 0 for 275 pages have 0 mistakes. 72 pages have 1 mistake. 30 pages have 2 mistakes. 7 pages have 3 mistakes. 5 pages have 4 mistakes. 2 pages have 5 mistakes, and there is 1 page which has 6 mistakes. We are asked to fit a Poisson's distribution in the above dataset and test the goodness of it. Now we are all aware of this Poisson distribution, but still I have shown you here. Now what is the formula of Poisson distribution? That is e to the power minus lambda into lambda to the power I whole to the whole divided by I factorial. See, here I have written down something. This is called the mean. It's here. See, mean. How I have received it? See, here the value. How I have done it. This one into this one. E7 into E8. See, E7 into E8 plus F7 into F8. This into multiplied by this. To added with this multiplied by this and so on. See, the multiplications are going and additions are going. See, this one into this one, these are multiplied plus this one multiplied with this one again, plus the total result is added with the result of this one multiplied by this one, and this result is added with this one multiplied, and this goes on. See the formula, you will be able to understand. This whole divided by sum of this row. See, sum of E8 to K8. See, from E8 to K8, the sum of this whole row. And by doing this, we have received this value. See here is 0.482142857. This is the value. This will be used in place of lambda. Okay. Now coming to this here, E is taken. I have showed you the value of E. It's 2.7183. Now we have written here the null hypothesis, that the mistakes follows Poisson's distribution, and the alternative hypothesis is the mistake does not follow Poisson's distribution. So I have, see here, I have made 2 tables, but I will show you what is the reason behind it. First, let's come to this table. Okay, let's come to this table. See, number of mistakes 0, 1, 2, 3 up till 6 I have written here, and the observed value 275. That is, here you can see 0 mistakes, 275 pages. 275 pages. For there are 72 pages which have 1 mistake. So here 72. 30 pages are there which have 2 mistakes. So here I have written 30, and this goes on. And this expected value. See, I have shown you before this. You have to understand how I have received this expected value here. We are asked to fit a Poisson's distribution. So what I did, I just put a formula of Poisson's distribution here. See, here is equal to Poisson E23. What is E23? This one, right? This will give you the value of I. If you tally with this part of the formula and this, you will be able to understand better. This, see, the value of I is first given E23, this one, then P14. What is P14? This part, the mean, that is the lambda part is given. Then P14, that is, I have given a dollar sign to make it so that it cannot remove from here to here, otherwise we will get a wrong value. So I have put a dollar sign before the row number, and this is 0 because we don't want this cumulative. We just want the exact value of 0 mistakes. Okay, and multiplied by 392. From where are we getting 392? This one. The total of this total number of pages is 392. Okay, so the number of pages is 392. So I have multiplied here with 392. See, and I have dragged this over until this column, this row, and we have received this value. Okay, I hope it's clear up till this part. Now this is the same formula I have used, that is observed value minus expected value to the power 2 divided by the expected value, and these are the values which we have got. Now friends, if you remember, I have told you before that chi-square testing has a drawback, that chi-square testing needs the frequency to be greater than 5. So if you see, from this table to this table, we have added from these 4 rows, that is 7 plus 5 plus 2 plus 1. So we are getting 15. Again in this case also we have added these 4 columns. This column plus this column plus this column plus this column. We have added these columns. Now I have missed out one part here. The degrees of freedom here is not 7. You have to understand that. I will show you why is the degrees of freedom is not, sorry, it's not 7. I'm sorry, the degrees of freedom will not be 6. I will show you the reason. Observe here very carefully. The total observed value and this total expected value are equal in this case. So what we are supposed to take the degrees of freedom? That is the total number of rows minus 1. It was discussed previously, that is 7 minus 1, right? Seven minus 1 minus another 1, because this observed frequency and sum of this observed frequency and expected frequency is same. So minus 1. Again these 3 rows combined with this part, so these 3 rows will also be deducted, so minus 3, and this will result into 2. So that's why if you check the chi-square table, see here, for 2 degrees of freedom and 0.5% level of significance, 5.99. See, this is the value. So for 5.99 is a critical value. So for critical value, for 5% level of significance, the critical value is 5.99, and our calculated value is this one. So summing this up, we have calculated this part. So we have to reject the null hypothesis. So that's all, students. If you like the video, please share with your friends and hit the bell icon. And if you have anything to ask, please comment on the comment box below. Thank you.